Mariners are wearing their gray. Ave Maria is wearing their blue and green. Game time here. The ball's in the air. Tip one by Landon out to Halen Washington. Halen's going to give it to Dane to let Dane set up the offense. Screen come up by Landon. Landon rolls back to the basket. Halen looking to get inside, but finds Brandon open in the corner. Off the mark with his first three attempt, but rebounded by Dane. Dane swings it back out to Brandon. Brandon finds Halen up top for three, and that's in. That's Halen Washington's first three-pointed basket of the night. He's intercepted after the long pass by Ave Maria. He's looking for a run, and Brandon Martin, who's open in the corner. Brandon Martin's off the mark. Howard Coffin Gym would have erupted if Brandon Martin would have hit that. But great defensive play there by the senior from Melton, Florida. Stevon Kruzovic looks to drive inside on Halen. Halen blocks it, and it is out of bounds, and is going to stay with Ave Maria. If Halen would have got the rebound instead of yelling yeah after he blocked it, ball would probably go on to the Mariners. Nevertheless, Ave Maria basketball. Riccio turns it over there on the inbounds. Dane Williamson to Halen. Halen now looking for something to do with it. Finds Brandon Martin on the block. Brandon's 0 for 2 so far. Just passed the ball out of bounds that time. He looked for Landon to roll. Looking for communication there. Here we go. Ave Maria bring the ball up the court. Wide open shot there for three from Jonathan Simmons. The freshman out of Tampa, Florida. Knocks that down. Dane Williamson getting the offensive set. Halen Washington calling one. Players rotating off the ball, which is good. Dane Williamson drives the baseline. Goes up to save it out of bounds. Throws a pass to Landon. Landon unable to hold on to it. It's going to be a turnover. Ave Maria basketball, who finds another wide open Jonathan Simmons, who pulls another three. That's a nice little run here by Ave Maria. 8-0 run. Halen Washington drives in, spins around, and unable to hit. But Jalen Smallwood on the putback gets the Mariners within one early. Jonathan Simmons steps out of bounds there as he caught the high pass from Kruzovic. Sub time as Landon Sazrin is coming out. And that means number 10, Denzel Pleasant, is going to step into the game. A freshman from West Palm Beach, Florida. Dane Williamson brings the ball up half court. He's guarded by Green and Sullivan. Halen Washington with another spin move, walks. And they're going to call it after the tough defense there by Kruzovic. Halen Washington walks, turns the ball over. Ave Maria basketball. Full court press now coming from Watkins' squad. Wide open three-point shooters off the mark there as Kruzovic misses for Ave Maria. Halen Washington finds a running Dane Williamson who tries to lay it in. Ball goes off the under part of the backboard, but a foul call. Dane's going to go to the line for two. Your score early at 17-13 left to go in the half. Ave Maria's up 3, 8-5 over your College of Coastal Georgia Mariners. Dane Williamson is looking to bring that closer as he knocks down a pair of free throws, we hope. Here's his first attempt. It's off the front iron barely. Goodness gracious. Here we go, Dane. Dane's going to shoot his second free throw attempt after the foul. I believe that foul was on Granpolio Rico. Dane's looking to go 1 from the line here. That's his best option available. There's a shot. And it's in. Here we go. Full court press now coming. Denzel looks to get bounce passes all around as it goes past Smallwood. Smallwood drives past. A wide open Jonathan Simmons, a freshman who is lighting it up here in Howard Coffin Gym. That's his third three-pointer in a row. 9 early points, as he has 9 out of the team's 11. Just staying hot behind that three-point line, and we're just going to leave him wide open, it looks like. Jalen Smallwood with a pull-up jumper after the assist from Halen Washington. Denzel Pleasant looking to play tight defense. Smallwood picks him up across half court. He travels with it before they can call jump ball. Possession error goes to Mariners. Great defense there by Smallwood. Smallwood's going to give you effort on the offensive and defensive end. Great two-way player. I know that Jesse Watkins really likes having that number 22 on his squad. Ball at half court now. Dane Williamson running the offense. We've got an offensive foul here on Denzel Pleasant. No, they're calling it on Jonathan Simmons. How about that? I'm telling you, sometimes these guys in stripes, you never know what they're going to call or what they're seeing. Dane Williamson on the inbounds. Looks for help. Finds Smallwood up top. Smallwood's going to hand off to Halen, as Halen's going to get in the offense from Jesse. Jalen Smallwood up top, doing some dribbling. Dane drives inside strong, goes up. Tried to get the and one, but unable to convert, and is going to go to the line to earn his free throws. DeAndre Dixon's looking to come into the game now. If I had money, he's coming in for Smallwood. Could be surprised, though. You never know with Coach Watkins. He could take DeAndre out as soon as DeAndre's done shooting his pair of free throws. DeAndre missed his first one. Nope. My partner owes me a bag of Skittles now because DeAndre came in for Smallwood. She doesn't know that we bet, but we just betted. Dane's going to try to make his second free throw as he looks to go 1 for 1 at the line again. That would put him 2 and 4 early in this ongoing for you math majors, and he makes that. Shooting 50% from the free throw line. Denzel looking to pressure the ball carrier. Ball carrier is Lucas Udonovis. He passes back out to Kenneth. Kenneth to Javon. Javon stuck with it, don't know what to do after great defense by Brandon Martin. Wide open shooter there in the corner, and it's knocked down by Lucas Udonovis, the freshman from Tampa, Florida. Dane Williamson brings the ball up now. Hands the ball to Halen. Halen makes a spin move inside off the glass and in for the senior. That's Halen's 5th point on the night. As Ave Maria is able to beat Coach Watkins' press. As Jovan Gruchek sets the ball up for Kenneth to run the offense. Jonathan Simmons takes a long three, and why not? But he's finally missed his first one as he's 3 for 4 here early in this first half. That was kind of a bit of a heat check as he seemed to pull that one from Atlanta. Brandon Martin sets a high screen up for DeAndre. DeAndre passes it to Dane. Dane finds Halen Washington here on the elbow. Washington looking to make a move. Finds Denzel. Denzel passes to Brandon Martin, open in the corner for 3. Good ball movement there by the Mariners. That makes it a tie game at 14 all with 14:30 left to go in the half. Sullivan goes baseline, travels before dishing it back out. That's going to be a turnover. Media timeout. We're going to take a timeout as well. Score is 14-14 with just under 14:30 left in the first. Welcome back, Mariner Nation. As we play on here with just under 14:20 left to go in the first half, Dane Williamson brings the ball up for the Mariners. Landon Sosman finds himself back in the game. Dane Williamson, Halen Washington, Brandon Martin, and DeAndre Dixon are on the floor for the Mariners as Halen takes a long three and is off the mark. Rebounded by Ave Maria. Ave Maria now looking to set a half-court offense. Good ball movement going out. Good ball fake there by Juan Palmo Riccio. And lays it in. Halen Washington going coast to coast by himself as he goes baseline and up and under. Good defense, good trap there by the Mariners as Brandon Martin gets a steal, but they call jump ball. That's going to stay with Ave Maria. Great defense, though, there by Brandon Martin. Smart basketball as well. Ave Maria basketball. Steven Krusevic looks to inbounds, the freshman from Serbia. He finds Grinnan Sullivan at the top of the key, look to set the offense. Jonathan Canada is now in the game for the Mariners. DeAndre Dixon over-pursued that pass, left a wide open shooter from the corner, but he's off the mark. Halen Washington gets the rebound, brings the ball up, goes coast to coast again. Tried to lay it in, but it is off the mark. Ave Maria rebounds. They try to pick up the trap. Grinnan pulls a long three with a funky shot, but it went in. But that was a funky shot. He put that behind his back like he was doing a workout. Landon Sauser on the block now makes a spin move with a hook. That's off the mark, off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Ave Maria. Grinnan Sullivan with the ball now with the Gyrenes. Good ball movement outside. A long open three took by Krusevic, and he's off the mark. Before rebounded by DeAndre Dixon. DeAndre Dixon does a dribble pull-up. That rattles home. 19-18's the score with 12:15 left to go in the first half. That's a good deny there by DeAndre as they bring across half court. Landon Sauser not here, guarding the big guy. Riccio drives inside, is not able to convert, but does get the foul call. So he's going to go to the line to try to earn two. We got a pretty good-sized crowd here in Howland Coffin Gym. As I said earlier, it is homecoming. So at halftime, we'll be announcing the homecoming court of King and Queen. It's been senior day here. Been a lot going on here in Brunswick, Georgia. As Riccio's first free throw attempt looked like it was going to go in and out, but ended up going in and in. Elijah Wade, Jalen Smallwood now entering the game as seniors Halen Washington and Brandon Martin take a break. If I know Jesse Watkins, it's going to be a short break, too. He wants to get those seniors back out there as the offense seems to run through them. Riccio able to rattle home his second. Makes both at the line. I've just noticed this, but Ave Maria has only come here with 10 players. It's interesting. Anyway, Mariner basketball, DeAndre pulls up for three. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Krusevic. That should have been a turnover right there, but Jalen Smallwood unable to get there in time as the pass from Krusevic was unaware by Riccio. The freshman center, Brankoff, pulls a long two. Just one more step back, and he'd have been at the three-point line. Great shot there by the big man. Now he's faced up with Landon Sauser, and Landon Sauser does a spin move inside, high off the glass, unable to hit. Elijah Wade on the rebound, goes for the putback, but is fouled. So Elijah Wade's going to go to the line and try to earn two. As I said, Ave Maria comes in at 3-23 on the year, compared to College of Coastal Georgia's 15-11. Ave Maria will not be able to be in postseason play, but however, College of Coastal Georgia is the 6th seed right now. Elijah Wade misses his first free throw attempt. One of the top scorers for Ave Maria is at number 25, Granpolio Riccio, who's averaging 22 points per game. That's a hard foul there by Brankoff, who is apparently unaware. Good trap there by the Mariners. As Riccio throws it off DeAndre's leg there to move the ball up a little bit. Smallwood almost on the defensive play there. They're going to get him for a foul instead on Smallwood. They try to make a play. You can't be too mad at that. Jalen Smallwood, a good, smart young man on and off the court. Really like his game, and I know Coach Watkins does as well. Very excited to see what he can do next year. Long three taken by Lucas Udonovis, and he connects. That's even got Coach Chris Jackson hot, the assistant coach is. But looks like we're about to be ready for play. And here we go. Elijah Wade on the inbounds pass to Jonathan Canada. Jonathan Canada bringing the ball up court. Hands off to DeAndre, who goes in the strong hole. Lays it in. Great quickness there by DeAndre Dixon. Here comes a full court press now. Got him trapped in the corner. That's where you don't want to be. Throws a wild pass out of there. Jonathan Simmons able to recover it. Ave Maria gets it across half court after a great defensive effort there by the Mariners. Coach has come out. Said that we had just talked about it to one of his players. That would be John Lamont in his third year at Ave Maria. And that's an offensive foul on Krusovic. Green and Sullivan getting an earful from the coach as he comes back down the court. I'm not sure who he was talking to, but it's never good to get that call out. We're at a media timeout now. But I appreciate this opportunity with athletics, letting me be on here and fulfill the dream of calling a game that I love very much. Here we go. Mariner basketball. Jonathan Canada bringing the ball up the court. Finds a cutting Jalen Smallwood. Just the communication was not there from both players, as both players are coming off a little disgruntled. But with each other, they got to remember that they're in the gray. That's a turnover now. Ave Maria basketball. Full court pressure now coming. DeAndre looking to pressure the ball carriers. Landon switches up. They try to make the trap, but Jonathan Simmons able to bring the ball across half court. Great defense being played by the Mariners right now. As whatever Chris Jackson said to him during that timeout must have stuck, because they are playing hard. Landon Salzman with a big block down low. Jaden Smallwood saves it. Finds an open Halen Washington, who finds a running Jonathan Canada. DeAndre looks to dribble, finds a open Halen. Halen drives inside and lays it in. Now that was some ball movement right there. Mariners find themselves within 3. That's a walk. Referee didn't want to call it there on Green and Sullivan. Some of those calls are just too obvious. You find yourself watching instead of calling. Landon Salzman coming outside to guard Jovan. Shot clock's under 5 now, as Greenan has to take a long 3 and it hits the iron, but rebounded, however, by Jonovan. Gucic. Sullivan now back with the ball. Ave Maria with the second chance points. Hard screen set there by Jonovan. Able to get around, finds a wide open Jonathan Simmons. Foul on the floor. It's a turnover, and that's going to be Mariner basketball. And a whole new crop of Mariners come in as number 4, Vadamas Kaskuska, also known as Vidi, the freshman from Lithuania, makes his first appearance in today's game. Dane Williamson is back in, Brandon Martin, Jalen Smallwood, Halen Washington, round out your Mariners 5 on the floor. Vidi takes the ball off of Halen. Halen moving without the ball. Not Jonathan Canada. They look alike, though. Dane Williamson taking that ball into the basket. Foul was called, I believe, on the floor, so it's not a shooting foul. They are one more, though, however, then they'll be in the bonus. Brandon Martin looks to inbounds the ball. Smallwood hands it back out to Dane as Dane tries to set the offense. He tries to send a bullet down low to Brandon Martin, but that pass is intercepted by number 25, Riccio of Ave Maria. Runs the ball down here on the other end of the court, and a foul's called. Foul was on Dane Williamson, number 1. It's the team's 3rd foul. Brandon Martin guarding the freshman Brinkoff very tight. Brinkoff sends a open look to Krusip. Off the mark from 3. Dane Williamson looks to travel the ball inside, loses control, however, but able to retain it back to Halen Washington. Basketball stays with the Mariners. 26-23 with 7:37 left to go in the half. Halen Washington's going to drive inside. Just does too much and went too wild. Loses the ball out of bounds, but however, before it went out of bounds, it looks to go off an Ave Maria player. Not sure how we did that, but we're going to take that. Vidi on the inbounds pass, finds Brandon Martin on the elbow. Dane Williamson running the offense. Jesse Watkins calls in Mariner 1. Dane Williamson strong to the basket. And just before the shot clock expired, Halen Washington tips that in. Ave Maria brings the ball up the court now. Good defense by Brandon Martin as he forces a turnover on Brokoff. Finds a Halen Washington running the floor. Halen Washington thought about making an ESPN top 10 play. Kind of wants him to score the basket there, though. Nevertheless, it's Mariner basketball with just under 7 minutes to go and a packed Howard Coffin gym. Mariners find themselves down 1. Jalen Smallwood for 3. In and out, but rebounded by Brandon Martin and is fouled by Brinkoff. That's going to send Brandon Martin to the line as they are in the 1-and-1 now. Brandon Martin at the free throw line now. His first attempt rattles in. Here comes his second. And it's off the mark, but rebounded by Vidi. Stays with the Mariners. Great rebound there by Vidi to keep the ball alive. Try to make a play. Dane Williamson now with the ball. Finds Jalen Smallwood. Jalen Smallwood goes to the rack. Lays that in as the Mariners take the lead. Still tough defense coming from the Mariners as they're trying to trap that ball carrier. Brandon Martin playing tight defense, but however, Brinkoff is able to find that cutting Jonathan Simmons, who lays that in for 2. Jonathan Simmons now with 11 points on the evening. Brandon Martin wide open in the corner for 3! That is his second 3 of the first half. Mariners take up the lead 31-28 with just under 6 left to play. That's a timeout. Nope, out of bounds. My fault. I thought I saw Ave Maria make a signal. Out of bounds. Ave Maria basketball. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Ave Maria now finds himself down 3. Ave Maria with good ball movement. That's an over and back. There by number 23, Travis Scott. As the Mariners are now going to go down here and shoot another 1-and-1. Foul. Travis Scott went over Brandon Martin.
Brandon Martin at the line.
Here we go, going on the 1-and-1. If you're not familiar with that, if he makes one, he gets to shoot another. If he misses, he doesn't. There it is. Brandon Martin, a pretty good free throw shooter for the Mariners. Pretty decent percentage on the line. Again, he's one of the 2 seniors that we're honoring here today in Howard Coffin Gym as he knocks down his pair of free throws. The senior product out of Marietta, Georgia. Former King transfer, and that's a foul on Dane Williamson, who thought he was playing pretty tough defense. I think sometimes officials forget that basketball is a contact sport, whether it was incidental, that you are allowed to touch somebody. So, nevertheless, Ave Maria basketball. Mariners now have 5 team fouls. Vitti guarding Sullivan tightly. That's a walk there by Lucas Udonovis. And that's also a turnover in Mariner basketball. Brandon Martin inbounds to Jonathan Canada. A lot of smiles on the College of Coastal Georgia bench and even in the head coach, which is surprising for a 5-point game here late in the first half. Jalen Smallwood with a dribble pull-up off the front iron, rebounded by Travis Scott. Ave Maria's bringing the ball up. Sullivan guarded tightly by Vitti. Vitti finds himself confused as Jonathan Simmons gets the ball past him, but that's blocked by Jalen Smallwood, who finds himself open for the easy 2 after the assist by Halen. Great teamwork there by the Mariners. That's a timeout. And in most universities, that would be a technical foul for what he just did, slamming that ball there. Right in front. Ave Maria basketball after the timeout was called by Ave Maria. Sullivan bringing the ball up. Lucas Udonovis tried to bounce pass to a player on the baseline, but Halen Washington able to deflect it. And then Udonovis just dove back for the basketball. Great effort on his part, but timeout taken. Here we go. 4:42 left to go. Mariners up 7 on Ave Maria. Inbounds pass to Sullivan. Sullivan travels with it. He's South Bend, Indiana product and Notre Dame fan, I'm assuming. I've never met somebody that's from South Bend and not a Notre Dame fan. Travels there. Now he gets to travel back to the other end of the court. Jonathan Canada brings across half court. DeAndre Dixon dribbles, hands off to Vitti, hands off back to Canada. Canada with a pump fake, hands off to Brandon Martin. Brandon. Vitti with the fancy footwork and the 3. I apologize, long 2, but he cooked him up on the footwork. Way to go, Vitti, freshman from Lithuania. And great defensive steal there by Brandon Martin as Riccio was going baseline. Brandon Martin's going to see if he can't do some dribbling of himself. DeAndre dribble, cross, Finds Halen Washington open. Halen pulls a three. And that's buckets. Great assist there by DeAndre and good offensive creation there. Howard Coffin Gym getting a little riled up now as the Mariners go to 40. Ooh, Vitti was going for the steal there on Sullivan, but grabbed hand first. The Mariners now have opened this lead to 12 with just 3:37 left to go in the first half. Ave Maria's ball. Riccio looking to inbounds. Pops it out wide to Crucifix. Crucifix hands off to Sullivan. Sullivan hands off to Simmons. Simmons gets the high screen set there by Brinkoff. Brinkoff goes down low. Gets the foul called after the short jump shot. Halen Washington says that he was going straight up and down. However, that is not the case believed by the referee. So we shoot two. Javon going to the line. First one is good. As Jonathan Gruchik knocks down both free throws. Mariner basketball lead is 12. DeAndre with the dribble pull-up. Rushed possession there, if you ask me. Halen Washington now playing very good defense. We got a foul on DeAndre. Is he off the ball foul there? As he fouls Jonathan Gruchik again, he's going to go to the line. Landon Sosren goes back to the bench, scores table rather. Looking to come in. He's going to come in for DeAndre. DeAndre doesn't know what he did, apparently. Nevertheless, Gruchik knocks down his first free throw. Now he's going to get to shoot a second. It's usually how a 1-and-1 works. Knocks them both down. Solid from the line there is the freshman center from Serbia, Jonathan Gruchik. Speaking of Jonathans, here's Jonathan Canada, CCGA's very own, bringing the ball up the court. Finds Landon Sosren. Landon swings a wide open pass to Canada. Canada with the ball fake, drives inside, unable to connect. Ball bounced around, rebounded by the Mariners. Brendan Martin kicked to Vitti. Vitti kicked to Halen Washington. Halen Washington with a spin move down low, lays it in, off the mark. Rebounded. Back to Stephen Crucifix. Just under 2:30 left to play. Mariners up 8, 40-32 on Ave Maria. Ave Maria. Gonapalo Riccio shoots a long three and able to connect. Cuts Mariners lead to 5. Vitti dribbles in and pulls out. Vitti takes a three of his own, and that's on the mark. Good answer there by Vitti. You like to see that from his shot. Past couple of games, he's not been in there. I don't know if it's mental or not. He's not been hitting. But I'll tell you who has been hitting. That's this freshman, Jonathan Simmons. That's his 4th three-pointer of the game. He's 4 for 5 from the three-point line, and he is live. Around January 13th, they were 12 and 6th. However, have dropped 5 of their last 8. Putting them in the position that they're in. Having to win out to force some postseason play. Mariner basketball. Brandon Martin with a step-back three. That's off the front iron. And the foul's going to be called on Landon. No, it's not. Foul's going to be called against Landon. Thank you very much. Crucifix, his second foul. Team 9th foul. As we're still in the 1-and-1. 1:41 here left to play in the first half. Landon's shot is off the mark from free throw line. Not all of them are free. Sullivan is wide open for three, and that drops. As Ave Maria has now cut the lead back to 2. Was 12 at one point. 43-41 now. Matter of fact, it was 41-28 not too long ago. Mariner basketball is Jalen Smallwood takes a three, and he answers. Smallwood said this game isn't over yet. Minute left to go in half. Jonathan Simmons tried to force the pass down low and is intercepted by Smallwood. Smallwood running back up with Vividi. Jalen walks as he tried to make a strong move to the basket. "57 seconds now, just under a minute left to go in the first half. Mariners lead 46-41 over Ave Maria. I know that Coach Jesse Watkins is wanting to finish this out strong, wanting to send his 2 seniors, Brandon Martin and Halen Washington, out with a win. And so far, he's doing it just right. Ave Maria basketball. Riccio bringing it up, finds Sullivan. Sullivan finds an open Crucifix. Crucifix is going to go back to Riccio. Lana Sutherland steps outside and sinks back down. Crucifix going baseline, up and under reverse, off the mark. However, rebounded by Jonovan. He's off the mark, then rebounded by Halen. Shot clock's now turned off as Mariners can hold for the last shot. He's around 15. Halen comes up top. Going to get the play in for Jesse. Sends Brandon Martin to the corner. Halen with the drive in. Good defense played. Good defense by Ave Maria. And then Halen fouls as Jonathan Gruchik steals the ball from Halen, and Halen fouls him as he goes back towards the basket. Wasted possession there for the Mariners as they try to hold for the last shot. Halen got caught too much dribbling. So now Ave Maria can shoot 2 free throws. That upsets me right there, folks. You have a chance to close out the half there. And you get too fancy. Knockdown free throw, his first by Jonathan Gruchik. Knocks down his second. 1.1 second as Landon looks to send a long pass down here. It's knocked away there by Ave Maria, and that's how the first half is going to close. 46-43. Your Mariners lead by 3, and that going into the half. We got the homecoming court being announced. I'm going to get you some halftime stats as soon as they become available to me. But we'll be back momentarily. Very sharp. I told you I would call it. You're king in my heart. You're king in the school. That's what we're talking about. See you, bud. All right, second half action. Landon Sutherland inbounds the ball to Dane Williamson. Dane brings the ball out to Halen. Halen looks to drive inside, dribble, fade, buckets. Halen Washington is going to look to put a stamp in this second half, folks. Ave Maria's calling a blocking foul there as Ave Maria's very own Crucifix, Stephen Crucifix, goes up for the basket. He's going to go to the line to try to earn a pair of free throws. As soon as the referee finishes wiping up the sweat here, my partner says, ew. That it is. Free throw attempt here coming for Ave Maria. And that's in. despite the claps from the crowd. Now Landon Soserin's getting the action as we wipe up some more sweat. Second shot attempt coming. Off the front iron, rebounded by Brandon Martin. Mariners bring the ball across half court. Dane Williamson looking something to do with it. Finds DeAndre. Offensive sets being run. Brandon Martin thought about the jumper, decided not against it. Dane Williamson's going to set the offense now. Looking for help down low, finds Landon. Landon's got 3 to shoot. Landon with a strong move inside. It's a big basket there by Landon Sozerin. First points of the night for the sophomore. Out of Warner Robins, Georgia. An in-and-out 3 by Ave Maria's Stephen Crucifix, but that's rebounded by Green and Sullivan. The ball's going to stay with Ave Maria. Brankoff for Ave Maria shoots a long 2 and in. Kid's got range for being 6'9", is what he's listed on here, but I'm guaranteed he's taller than that. But good range for the young man. I believe that's his 4th point of the night. I lied to you. That's his 6th. Fouls on Jonathan Simmons. His 3rd foul of the game. Both teams now have one team foul apiece. As we're here early, 18-15 left to go. Mariners lead by 4, 50-46. Quick whistles being blown now in the first little bit of this game. As I believe everyone knows what's at stake here. Brandon Martin feeds the ball, or Jonathan Smallwood feeds the ball down low to Brandon Martin, but they're calling an offensive foul on Brandon. Brandon got away with it. He didn't get away with the hook. He did hook. And now the ball's turned over to Ave Maria basketball. Green and Sullivan now. Hands the ball back to Brankoff. Brankoff being tightly guarded by Landon. Landon gets so excited. Offensive foul on Ave Maria's Green and Sullivan. Brandon Martin looks to inbounds. Dane Williamson bring the ball up court. Gets in the half-court set. Mariners find a wide-open Jalen Smallwood. Landon Sozerin with the rebound. Looks to go up strong himself and does, high off the glass and off. Rebounded by Brandon Martin, who muscles his way in for 2. Landon Martin definitely, that's a travel. Landon Martin big-bodied down low down there. Then his tight defense ordered the pressure and turnover on Steven Gruspic. And that ball is going to go to the Mariners. Brandon Martin, a senior, does not want to lose this home affair, I promise you that. Wants to make sure they solidify a spot in the conference tournament. Him and Haley are going to do everything they can. See, that happens. Speaking of that, Brandon Martin lights up a 3 and sends this place into a frenzy. Nothing like watching seniors ball out on their own senior day. Up by 9 now. Green and Sullivan tried to shorten that lead, but however, he was off the mark. Foul's going to go on Jalen Smallwood right here. Nope, it's going to go against Landon Sovereign. Saracen. Second largest lead of the game for the Mariners. They did lead by 12 at one point.
with 3:49 left in the first half. Inbounds passes into Green and Sullivan, who kicks out. Good ball movement there by Ave Maria. Jalen Smallwood tried to over-pursue there. That left a wide open Guampolio Riccio for three. Brandon Martin getting position down low, looks for somebody to feed him the ball inside. Does just that. Sends it back out to DeAndre. High screen set there by Brandon. He comes off the block now. DeAndre tried to force a pass across court to Smallwood. Is unable to do so. And Lucas Udonovis takes it right in. Got to play smart with the basketball here. We can't get in a position of turnovers. In that first half, Coastal Georgia only had 8 turnovers compared to Ave Maria's 11. You want to keep those turnovers minimal. There's another three by Steven Grusovic. Ave Maria is lighting it up as Dane Williamson goes down the court and is blocked by Lucas Udonovis. Knocked out of bounds and is going to stay with the Mariners. But Ave Maria has come out here on a run here in this last little bit to bring the score within 1 point. Not what you want to see from a team that was just up 9. 15:30 left to play. Mariners are up 55-54. The inbounds pass is deflected by Ave Maria, and they're able to recover. Green and Sullivan finds a Steven running down the court. Biddy steals it away, but they're calling a foul. That was all ball, and Biddy had stepped out. I would be fine if it was an out of bounds and it stays with Ave Maria. But to call a foul right there is insane. However, he's not going to the line. It's not a shooting foul. There we go, strike man. Team's 4th foul. Ave Maria gets the inbounds. Official says my time. Not sure what's being called here. Got shot clock issue. Referee said there should be 25 seconds on the shot clock. So the shot clock moves to 25 seconds. Wouldn't be a game at Coastal Georgia if we didn't have a shot clock issue. Ave Maria with the inbounds. Back out to Steven Grusovic. Gets the high screen set there by Jonathan Gruchik. Offensive foul. Is Landon Sosren. Plays tight defense. That's basketball Mariners. Jonathan Canada bring the ball up court. Crosses half court with ease as there's no press there being made by Ave Maria. Jonathan finds Landon down low. Who swings out for a wide open Vitamas Kakuska, the freshman from Lithuania. I butcher that name every time. That's why I just call him Biddy. DeAndre gets lost in the crossover there, able to get back. Rebound there by London off the Riccio miss. Biddy finds Landon down low. Landon tried to make a power move. And then makes a power move, then gets the offensive foul called on him. Coach Watkins says that's enough. Takes him out. Ave Maria basketball. Recio brings the ball up court. Hands off to Brinkoff. Brinkoff cuts the basket. But not before Recio takes it strong to the hole and lays it in. 58-56. 14-10 left. DeAndre goes up for a layup of his own and is unable to hit. Jonathan Simmons takes a long three, and it's off the mark. 4 for 6 now for the young man from three. We'll be keeping up with that. That kid's just a freshman, and he's shooting lights out. DeAndre Dixon dribbles, gets a foul called there. It's Steven Crucifix fouls a driving DeAndre. His team's 4th foul. Lee Green, haven't mentioned his name much today as he's entered the game now. Number 34. Freshman center from Tampa, Florida. Jalen Smallwood was wide open on the basket. Biddy unable to find him. Lee Green's trying to make a move down low with the turnaround hook off the mark. Brandon Martin tried to clean up of his own but missed. Rebounded by Ave Maria. Jonathan Simmons goes strong to the basket and lays that in. We have a tie game now, folks. He's going to call timeout. Coach Watkins is livid. Just saw his team up 9. And now is not happy with the performance. Just gave away a 9-point lead. Tie game, 58-all. 13:20 left to go in the game. Mariner basketball. Biddy finds open Jalen Smallwood. Jalen Smallwood hands off to Canada. Canada with a pump fake in the corner. Swings it back out to Biddy, who swings it open to Jonathan Canada. Canada drives in smart, finds the open Jalen Smallwood for 3. Now that's an offensive set play. Coach Watkins drew that up in the timeout. That's a great way to come out after timeout when your coach is not happy with you. Way to answer and respond, gentlemen. Jonathan Simmons for Ave Maria lights up a 3 of his own, however, and that young man is 4 for 7. It's 5 for 7 from the 3-point line today. Just having a game. Jalen Smallwood tries to go to the lane and gets blocked hard by Nemanja Brinkoff, the freshman center from Serbia. Again, listed as 6'9" in this program, but I promise you he's taller than that. Smallwood, another 3, and that's in. Smallwood and Simmons are going to be trading buckets. Mariners lead by 3 with 12:30 left to go. Jalen Smallwood is having a game for the Mariners. Leads the way with 16. That's a walk. Always love the double dribble call. Looks like the referee's going doggy paddling. And that's a turnover in Mariner basketball. Ave Maria getting some subs in the game as Brankovic is going to sit. He's got 6 points for Ave Maria. Jalen Smallwood is having a game. Please pull another 3. They'll set him up for it. Smallwood tried to get Biddy to listen. Biddy was not having it. Somebody got lost in that play there because that would have left to open Jonathan Canada. Brandon Martin with a nice behind-the-back pass. And Canada tried to. That's bad. Brandon Martin tried the open bounce pass behind the back to Canada, who was unable to draw the foul. Brandon Martin went with the rebound and got the ball pulled away from him. Referee called jump ball. And possession arrow goes to Ave Maria. Just a bad sequence that happened right there. That's not good. Under 12 now. Ave Maria basketball after the turnover. Biddy's guarding Sullivan. Sullivan walks. Sullivan pleading his case, saying, I didn't move my pivot foot. But everybody else in Coffin Gym saw it. I think even Ray Charles could saw that he moved his pivot foot on that one. Nevertheless, Mariners up by 2, 11:30 left to go. Jesse Watkins gives Canada the play. Lee Green comes way up top on the key. Tries to roll to the basket. Vitti unable to find him. Vitti goes up strong. Finger roll off the front iron. Rebounded by Ave Maria's Gruchik. Good ball fake there. Gets Brandon Martin up in the air and finds a hard-cutting Gruchik to the basket. He comes down with the miss. Out of bounds. Mariner basketball. .11:02 left to play. Mariners lead 63-61. Referee's whitening up some more sweat. My partner wants it to be known as gluteus maximus sweat. Jonathan Canada bringing the ball up the court. And a great game so far. Both teams are playing pretty evenly matched. Should make for an exciting run down the stretch. Lee Green finds Smallwood. Smallwood finds Canada. Canada tries a couple of ball fakes. Feeds Brandon down low. Sullivan's getting the call. It's a foul on number 3. Should be his third. I was right. His third, team 5th. 2 more away from the bonus now of the Mariners. Halen Washington is sat for some minutes as he's warming up there on the bike. He looks to be going back in. Brandon Martin finds open Vitti. Vitti decides not to shoot. Says dribbles out, comes back in, finds Smallwood open in the corner for 3. Jalen Smallwood is playing like he's a senior. However, the good news is he's only a sophomore from Kingsland, Georgia, so we have a couple more years left of Jalen Smallwood. Can't wait to watch that young man develop. Jonathan Simmons goes with a pump fake for 3. He's off the mark, turns the ball over. Brandon Martin gets a loose ball. Mariners are on the run. Vitti goes baseline off the bank and in. As the Mariners open up a run, Ave Maria is going to call a timeout as soon as they cross half court. Bam, there it is. Nice little sprint there by the Mariners as Howard Coffin Jim lets them know they appreciate it. Ave Maria is out of their timeout now. We look to continue this second half effort as your Mariners find themselves up 7 with just under 10 left to play in the game. Ave Maria basketball. When Paulio Riccio looks inbounds for Ave Maria, does just that. Green and Sullivan, who I'm not sure has set this game. Pretty sure he's been out there on the court the whole time. It's a travel, not called, but good assist there by Javon Gruchik to Riccio for the basket. Cut the lead within 5. Jalen Smallwood is heat. That kid's on fire. That kid is on fire. He has just made his 4th three-pointer of the second half. I'm telling you, he's playing like he's a freshman. Offensive foul on Ave Maria. That's going to be Mariner basketball. Coach Jesse Watkins asking his team to go. Smallwood, Lee Green, Dane Williamson, Elijah Wade, and Vitti make up the 5 for the Mariners. Jalen Smallwood takes another 3. That's off the mark. That was a heat check. He shot that one a little bit too quick. Nevertheless, they tried to force a turnover there, unable to do so. Good ball fake there by Lucas Udonovis, who finds himself open for 3. He's off the mark, rebounded by Dane. Dane looks to run the floor quick as he's got the number. He goes up strong. Blocked by Jonathan Simmons from behind. Jonathan Simmons goes to the lane himself and lays it in. Dane's going back down before foul by Jonathan Simmons. Dane was upset that he got that shot blocked from behind. I would be too. Both guards are at 6'6". But Jonathan Simmons just wanted that one. To my PA announcer, yes, it's a shooting foul because it's a bonus shot now as they're in the 1-and-1 with 17 fouls. Another interesting stat, folks. Jalen Smallwood, who wears number 22, has scored his 22nd point of the evening. And he's now gone to the bench as Halen Washington enters the game with 8:24 left to go. Mariners lead by 6. Dane Williamson makes his first free throw attempt. Going to go shoot the second. Second shot. In there. 2 for 2 at the line for Dane Williamson. Ave Marie basketball. Good defensive play by Brandon Martin as he intercepts the pass. Goes to the lane by himself. Cannot hit. However, the ball will go off of Lucas Udonovis, and it's going to stay with the Mariners, but you know Brandon Martin wanted to make that lay-in, especially after intercepting the pass like that. However, he was unable to do so. It's Mariner basketball. Biddy looks to drive inside, does, and lays it in. As Mariners lead is out to 10 now with under 8 left in the ball game. Ave Maria's Udonovis looking for some help, is unable to find it. Dane goes for the ball, is able to get it, but loses the ball. The referee is upset that Dane hit him, but Dane was trying to make a play on the basketball. I don't know why the referee, who has the right to be upset right there. What do you expect from the kid? Howard Coffin Gym is giving him an ovation. As they're trying to understand who has possession. It should go to College of Coastal Georgia. But we'll see if the referee's decision or being mad at Dane for making him fall is going to impact this. Going to stay with Ave Maria. After the shot clock gets reset. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Ave Maria basketball. Dane Williamson just again goes for the ball as well. Hope they don't run into that official for the rest of the day. Dane Williamson with a steal. Finds a running Elijah Wade who can't handle the pass, but he does lay it in. He wanted the dunk. Elijah Wade wanted the dunk, but was unable to do it. But Dane Williamson played like a man possessed right there, going after 3 passes from Ave Maria, and finally got the last one. And Howard Coffin Gym has erupted the loudest I've heard it all year, and is forced a turnover as Ave Maria has thrown it out of bounds. Mariners also tie their largest lead of the evening with 12. Mariner basketball. Dane Williamson brings the ball across half court. Halen Washington out there on the elbow. Brandon Martin with a high screen. Halen Washington drives down low off the glass and in. As Halen Washington comes off the bench to get his 18th point of the night. Mariners break out their largest lead to 14. Timeout, Ave Maria. Your Mariners lead 79-65 with 6:55 left to play. Here we go, back to action here in Howard Coffin Gymnasium, home of the College of Coastal Georgia Mariners. Your Mariners find themselves up 14 with just under 7 minutes left to play in the game on Ave Maria. Biddy gets the foul there as he fouls number 25, Juan Paulo Riccio. the junior guard from Italy. That's the team's 5th foul. 2 more, and they'll be in the Ave Maria will be in the 1-and-1. Mariners looking to play tight defense here down the stretch. They're looking to close out Ave Maria and get that conference win. Brandon Martin paying deny very well. Elijah Wade working against Brankoff, but Brankoff able to get the advantage. Fouls will go on Elijah. And there's the team 7th. Going to go shoot the 1-and-1. As I apologize, the scoreboard was not correct when it said the team's 5th foul. I was not aware that it was already their 6th. And that one there by Elijah made it at 7th. So we're in the 1-and-1 the rest of the way for both teams. As Brankoff knocks down his first one. Off the mark on his second, rebounded by Brandon Martin, who went up strong, but nobody else around him. Dane Williamson about lost the ball, bringing it across the half court. However, Mariner basketball, Dane back up top to run the offense. Looks to set a pick there for Halen. That pops him open, but Brandon Martin was open on the block. Dane unable to see that. Halen looking to dribble, crossover, pulls in, finds Brandon Martin in the corner. Brandon Martin hits the 3. Brandon Martin scoring his 17th point of the night. These guys are playing basketball. Great way for seniors to go out, just like this. Hooping together one more time with their guys. And Steven Pusovic tried to quiet the crowd with a 3 of his own. He was unable to hit. Ball goes out of bounds. Mariner basketball. Here we go. Dane Williamson bring the ball across. Elijah Wade out to Vitti. Vitti out to Halen. Halen takes a 3. Halen's off the mark. Rebounded by Brokoff before Dane tried to go after the ball and knock it out off of Brankoff. However, it's Ave Maria basketball. Dane is playing feisty on defense, I'll tell you that. And gets the crowd hype with a clapping. You can hear Howard coughing Jim chanting defense. Jonathan Simmons takes a long 3. He's off the front iron, rebounded by Brandon Martin. Brandon Martin might have a double-double. Vitti for 3, the corner. He's off the mark, rebounded by Brandon Martin. Brandon Martin back out to Dane for second chance. Just under 5 left to play now. Your Mariners up 82-66 on Ave Maria. Coastal Georgia looking to solidify that spot in the conference tournament. Vitti fouled and won. College of Coastal Georgia finds themselves up 18 points here late in the fourth quarter. College of Coastal Georgia 7-9 in the Sun Conference. Looking to go 8-9 and looks to move to the 5th spot in the conference tournament. They would have to travel to Kaiser more than likely. Depends on what Kaiser does down the stretch. But we'll see what happens. I know that these seniors would love some post-season action. As we have a sub now coming in for Ave Maria. Vitti's going to shoot his and 1. As he makes the old-fashioned three-point play. Crowd wanting to see more defense, and Brandon Martin tried to deliver as he tried to make a play on the ball. And that's going to be a 1-and-1 situation as Lucas Udonovis is going to go to the line, the freshman from Tampa, Florida. Brendan Martin just tried to make a play on the ball. Can't be mad at that. Crowd asked for defense anyway. Udonovis misses his 1-and-1 attempt. Brendan Martin loses the ball there, but able to recover it as he got too excited because the three was too far, too wide open. Halen Washington now with the ball, looking to do work inside on the freshman. Steps back, fades, air ball. Dane Williamson rebounds, puts it up, bounces around, but unable to fall. You don't see too many air balls from Halen. Halen with the dribble step back. Not very pretty there from the senior leader. Dane Williamson going to go to the line now. Mariners up by 19 with 4:16 left to go in the ball game. Have an after-party homecoming dance at 8 o'clock in the conference center for students. Should be a pretty good fun time as Dane knocks down that first one. The homecoming king and queen will make their presence. Dane Williamson looking to shoot his second shot of his 1-and-1 after his first one was made. Makes it. Mariners now lead by 21. Largest lead we've seen in the last couple of games as they've been on a 2-game losing streak here. So it's good to see them perform the way you know they can perform. Elijah Wade playing aggressive defense up top there before fouling the big Jonathan Gruchik. Now he's going to go to the line. So many whistles it seems to go back and forth. As Gruchik looks to shrink in this 21-point lead. Not with that free throw attempt, that's off the back iron. Goes to shoot his second free throw attempt. Makes that. Jesse Watkins telling his team to run. That's what I like to hear. I'm not a big half-court guy. I'm more of a transition, full-court go. Dane Williamson finds the open Elijah Wade, unable to handle the pass. Elijah Wade swings out to Brandon. Brandon Martin drives strong inside. Finds open Elijah Wade again for the lay-in. Sometimes you got to pull the ball back out and reset. That's exactly what Brandon Martin, the senior leader from Marietta, Georgia, just did as Elijah Wade finished off a great assist from number 13. Halen Washington, nice closeout there on Grampolio Riccio, and then gets the foul. Halen Washington's fourth foul. Halen Washington better watch out. He's going to foul out on senior day. Don't want to foul out on senior day. However, Grampolio Riccio is going to go to the line here for the 1-and-1. No, they're in the double bonus now. It should be 2 shots the rest of the way. As he makes that first one, Mariners still lead by 21. My partner has said me that we won. Dane Williamson bring the ball up the court. Hands out to Elijah Wade. Elijah Wade hands back to Dane Williamson. Dane with the dribble drive inside and gets a reverse. They'll go in. He's tried to show off in front of Jesse Watkins, and Jesse Watkins let him know to get back on defense. Jesse Watkins don't play that, I guarantee you. You make a good offensive play, do better, get back on defense. As Jonathan Simmons now has hit a wide open three. Kid's got 23 points. One of Jesse Watkins' keys to victory is Brendan Martin takes a three of his own, and that barely hit air as he took an ill-advised three. However, one of Jesse's keys to the game was not let any player get 25, and he's close to letting somebody do that. I think Halen Washington is just set for the remainder of the game as he's getting an ovation from the crowd. Should finish the game with 18 points. Mariners get a steal Brendan Martin loses the ball. That's got to be embarrassing for him, as he wanted a highlight play. 3 taken by Grandpaulio Riccio. I know Brendan Martin's going to be mad at himself for that. Jesse Watkins telling Dane, no, not yet. Run one more play. Brendan Martin here on the block. He's going to take this shot. Gets blocked. Mariner basketball. Brendan should be coming out now, as the senior gave a hell of an effort. Nothing like the great play of the 2 seniors on senior day. Your Mariners are up 91-72 on Ave Maria. Just under 2 minutes left to go in the game. DeAndre Dixon about to take a long 3. Air ball. Shot clock violation. Ave Maria basketball. Had to throw up a shot, though, as the shot clock was running down. Ave Maria basketball. Malik Green is now in the game along with Denzel Pleasant, as Halen Washington and Brandon Martin have exited the game. Both seniors get to sit for the rest of this and enjoy the last minute 40, watching their Mariners up 91-75. Great work by both of them. Denzel Pleasant working, gets the ball ripped from him by Crucifix. As Nina goes up for his first, misses his second, goes for his third and misses it, and then rebound by DeAndre. Jovan Gucic had 3 chances right there from 1 foot in and unable to hit either. Jesse Watkins can do nothing but laugh at that. 4th-year head coach in his winningest season here at the College of Coastal Georgia. College of Coastal Georgia Mariners will go to 16 wins on the season, barring a miracle happening this last minute. Dane takes a wide open 3, rebounded by Ave Maria. Ave Maria is going to fall to 3-24 on the year. Not before Green and Sullivan puts in another 2 points of his own. That's his 8th point of the evening. 33 seconds left now, as Dane Williams is going to dribble this out more than likely. Then give the ball back for Ave Maria. Your Mariners are going to improve to 8-9 in conference. Next week they have a game against Thomas that's going to be very crucial to where they end up for conference tournament, either the 5th or 6th seed. Denzel Pleasant unable to hand the ball, unable to handle the pass from Dane Williamson. Malik Green tried to rebound it to put it up for the shot clock went off, but was unable to do so, as we got 9.3 seconds left to go in the game. Ave Maria should just dribble this out. Sullivan's going to go strong to the basket. No fouls, which you don't want to see. Jonathan Simmons going to take another 3 for him, and that's his 26th point of the night. The freshman for Ave Maria has lit it up here in Howard Coffin Gym. However, the buzzer goes off. Your Mariners are winners on senior day, leading the way